Hi, and welcome to video number 12 in our series, War on Depression. And this one is called Guilty as Charged. Guilt. With shame, remorse, and regret, guilt is one of the heaviest burdens we must carry around when we are unhappy or do not feel love. In the previous videos, we have seen how we frantically attempt to receive what we need so much, the universal needs of every child. And as a package, we may call this love. And since we have been confronted with unfulfilled needs in our childhood past, we cannot bear to be confronted with the pain again. The pain we have adopted, and therefore we have adopted survival strategies to be able to survive the excruciating pain of not feeling loved. And we still believe we must be or do something to be worthy to receive love, like when you were a child. A child comes into the world expecting that love comes automatically for them, that the fulfillment of their needs will be automatically there. Like when a baby cries because it's hungry, it immediately expects someone to come with food. If not, it's life-threatening to a baby. At least it feels that way to a baby. And as we have seen in the previous videos, every child has a specific package of needs they want to be fulfilled to feel safe and appreciated and have a right to exist. Unfortunately, many times children are confronted with the fact that one or both parents cannot truly bring the child the fulfillment that it needs so much because of the parents' own traumas from their childhood. They just never learn how to be fulfilled themselves. So how can they ever know anything about the fulfillment of your needs? Still, you as a child are confronted with a desire for love on the one hand and the lack of fulfillment for this desire on the other hand, which hurts. The most vital loyalty on this planet is a child's loyalty towards their parents. So if you as a child automatically expect love to be there for you, unconditionally, and it isn't there automatically, you adopt the thought that there must be something wrong with you. Something must be wrong with you, or else you would have instantly received your desire for love and fulfillment. It can never be a lack of development on the parent side. It must be you. At least that's what you think. And thus you start adapting your survival strategies. You try to be or do all kinds of things, hoping this might lead to the fulfillment of love. It's up to you, since you believe you are to blame for not receiving the much desired love. And like we have seen in the Bermuda Triangle of Hope, it didn't work. No matter how hard you tried, how hard you worked, how hard you pleased or even thought your parents for some attention, you still didn't feel the love you needed so much. And you started to adapt guilt, shame, regret and remorse as a driving thought in your lives, transporting these emotions into your adult life. Thus still being a traumatized, guilty, shameful little child in an adult's package. Still trying to make up your childhood past trauma, shame and guilt in adult relationships. And still, it doesn't work. Whatever you try to do or be, it does not go away. The guilt, the shame, the regret, the remorse. And that's why you gave up trying. But the guilt, the shame, the lack of self-value, the suffering from a lack of love did not disappear. And you still blame yourself for adopting the thought of not being good enough since. Because if you had been good enough, you would have received the love and fulfillment you need so much to be happy or even to survive. Still you feel guilty and ashamed because you believe that whatever you did during childhood led to blame on you. You do not really have a clue, but apparently you did something wrong. And even worse, you feel a deep shame inside you, ashamed about being unworthy to receive fulfillment, to receive love. And you still feel so unworthy of love and powerless, and you feel the despair. And since you still believe it is because of you being unworthy, you feel a deep toxic shame dragging you through life, keeping yourself down and sometimes even out of life and connections, just to be not confronted with this deep shame of unworthiness. Do you understand that this has to stop. That we together must break this guilt and shame cycle. To make you aware that the only road to happiness is facing the underlying anger, sadness and loneliness to move on to self-acceptance, self-forgiveness and self-redemption via self-love. And I know it's not an easy path to walk. I truly know. And I feel and I hear and I see your anger, your sadness, your loneliness and your despair because of these feelings of guilt, shame, regret and remorse. Believe me, I walked the walk far before I could talk this talk. And slowly we are moving towards your transformation of a lifetime. That's my promise to you. Later in this video series, we will work on forgiving yourself for these feelings of guilt and shame. So, stay strong and let's walk together a bit further. See you in the next video. I salute you.